All right. Peace and greetings, peace and greetings. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call, everybody. Welcome to the call. Peace and greetings. I'm so super excited today, you guys, about being on this call. We do this call every Monday, 8 o'clock, not unless otherwise posted. And welcome to the Forex Basics. This is when we really take it back to the basics and go over some of the fundamentals, because you never can be too good for the basics, you guys. Never think that you're that good that you can't do the basics. So this is the time for you to ask your questions. You know, you need help funding your account or some sort. Like, definitely this is the time for you to shine. Also, you guys, we go over our strategy price trap that we use, so we can just make sure that everybody understands it. So I'm gonna kind of just pause this. Let me see who we got on here. All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and dive straight into it, and I kind of want to go straight into it on chart markups because I'm just so happy. Like, our signals group, I don't know if you guys have been taking signals in that signals group, but this is a gold trade. I think I threw it in the group today, this new day, but this was take profit, you guys. We had the break, depending on how I adjust it. Let me see real quick. Okay, so we had the break, we had the retest, and it pulled back for 30 pips, you guys. My call level went off and I was cooking, so I had seen it when it was going down, and then I started studying and I freaking forgot, and it already made the move, you guys. So you know, so far so good for the week, you know, being winning off already for the week, you guys. So I'm not sure if anybody took that gold trade, but if you took that gold trade, baby, we cashed out. Wow. And so what we'll do is we'll just wait for this one to, well, literally it kind of created a new ceiling right there. Hold on. Because I want us to watch these as we're going through the training today. So before we hop into training, let's mark up a couple. Anybody gotten that gold trade? I think I put it in the group. See, somebody put something in the chat bar. I'm going to check it out. All right, just give me 1 second. Mark this up. Oops. Oh, that's crazy. Let me see. Delete that one. All right, green box. Might have to readjust it, though, because it seems like it's still creating that new level of support. So before I drop this in a group, I'll kind of wait till 9 o'clock to see what's going on. But I feel like this market is going to continue to break through and give us some more momentum to the upside. So if you missed this one, let's see if we can catch the next one. Let's see who said something in the comment bar. I missed it. Oh, yeah, baby. Y'all got to be in that signals group. And see, the thing is, there's going to be a lot of signals. So you kind of figure out, like, because some of them are trade ideas. So take one of them and just run with it, because I mean, I'm looking at the group right now. Like Jay had put something in there earlier. The GBP AUD she had put in there, take profit. So we're in there taking. I mean, people's cashing out, you guys. So definitely take those signals. So real quick, I just want to look at some of the ones we're still waiting on. This is one that I'm still waiting on to do its thing, but when it does it, it's going to be so pretty. So I got my call levels in for that one. For all my US 30 heads, we're still, let me see, did I mark this one up today? Yeah, I marked this one up today. So we're still waiting on this one to break down. So when gold is going up, US 30 is going down. If they're going up at the same time, that's kind of like a red flag. Like, hold on, it must be some manipulation. So we already looked at gold. We're anticipating for it to go up. This is looking really good. I got my call up. Let me make sure I got my call levels. You guys, these call levels are gold. And when I tell you, it just saves you time for not having to look at the charts all day. When you get that alert. So yeah, my alert, hopefully it's going to be hitting here and letting me know, because I did. Let me see. Yeah, and this was our stop loss for this S&P. Let me make it red. I don't know if some of you guys did or didn't get in that trade yesterday, the S&P. The stop losses 5-4. This one we didn't remark up. I actually wanted to remark this one up. I think the stop loss is down here somewhere. So if you're in it, you're still riding the stop. However, this was one that we needed to redo all over. It kind of did the breakthrough trade, test trade, but from an older markup. So I'm actually going to just mark this back up. Is anybody in that one? Put it in the comment bar if you had hopped in this S&P. Oh, that's not gonna work. All right, cool. Nobody got in it. Cool. So if you guys are brand new, you're probably wondering like, what is going on? Just stand fast. It's gonna make more and more sense the more you get into the academy, the more you get on these calls. It's gonna make a little bit more sense. So all right. So I'm gonna kind of set the timer on this one because I don't want to miss out on this one. So I'm gonna put it on the 15-minute chart. If we use our indicators as a reference, we see that the red just crossed on top of the green and giving us the indication of a sell. This was a nice, this whole candle was about 15 pips. So it's still, in a downward movement. All right, you guys. So we got some of the setups. I just kind of wanted to go over that first and let you guys know that for the week so far. Remember, leaders, tally up how many trades the ones you placed in a group, how many of them actually hit and took profit. So far we're one up. So let's dive into today, you guys. Kind of backtrack and go over some of the things we did last week. Does anybody remember what we spoke about last week on the basics? Nobody remembers the trend lines and the reversal zones. So before we do an overview, I know we also had some homework. Not sure if you guys went over it, but I hope you did because it's only gonna make you better. But we went over twin trading. I definitely know we did that. We went over the price reversal zones. We went over, we didn't do that candlestick one. But yeah, we went over a couple of those videos, you guys, just to really brush up on the key things. So let's do some quiz questions. Let's wake y'all up. I feel like y'all a little sleepy. So let's do some test questions. Let's see who we can click on. Hey Rosa, are you there? Rosa.
Hi, yeah, I'm sorry. I have the little one screaming in the back.
Hey, how are you doing today? How you doing, Rosa? She said she got the babies in the back screaming. She might not be able to tune in. Are you able to participate? Let's see. All right, let's see. Aldo.
I'm sorry. Stop.
Oh, you up there?
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Quick question for you. Could you tell me what a stop loss is based off of my screen, choosing from answer 1A to D?
Hey.
Let's check it out. Yes, 100% correct. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all drop some 22s in the chat bar for Rosa.
No, thank you.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right, you guys. So we're going to click on somebody else. Thank you, Rosa. All right.
Thank you.
Amazing. And that's Aldo's partner, you guys. So shout out to her. They're doing this academy together, learning this skill set together. So that's very, very powerful to be doing it, with a loved one. So let's see. Let's test our knowledge. Let's see. Chikara, are you there?
I am.
Peace and greetings.
Peace.
Are you able to look at the screen?
Yes.
Amazing, amazing. So what is a pending order? Could you tell us what that is?
It is a trade that activates when the market reaches a certain price in the future.
Let's go, let's go. Can you look in the chat bar and pick on somebody else? Thank you.
I can. Let's go with my Keisha.
Let's go, my Keisha.
I'm here.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. How are you doing tonight?
I'm great. How about y'all?
I'm doing amazing. Ready for that gym tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. So check this out. What is a market execution?
A market execution is D as in Delta, executing a trade instantly at the current market price.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Cool, cool, cool. Could you please pick on somebody else?
I sure can. I'm gonna go with that Sunshine Millionaire Maker.
Yes.
Yep, going with Sunshine.
Sunshine, Miss Sunshine, are you there?
Okay, I'm here. I just came in.
Hey, welcome to the call. How are you feeling tonight?
Good, good. How y'all doing?
Amazing. So, Miss Sunshine, I got a question for you. What is a sell? What is a sell limit? Wait, hold on. What? Hold on. What is a sell limit?
A sale limit?
It's kind of telling you. That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Huh. Well,
Okay, so when the order is placed above the price, and then the price then goes down. So you come in above it, and then once you come in, when it hits up there, then it's gonna go down.
yeah. Hold on. I gotta give you another one though, cause these is giving us the answer. Hold on. Let's see. Let's submit our answers real quick. Oh, we made it 83. Hold on. What happened? What is a pending order? We did. Something went strange. We did something incorrect. Hold on. It doesn't tell us which one it was. All right. Well, on that note, hold on, Sunshine. We're not gonna leave you hanging. We're just gonna go back out to another question. We got you covered. Hold on. We go back to the academy. I love how ready you was. You know, if you stay ready, you ain't never got to get ready, Sunshine. You stay ready.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right, let's do another test. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what we got. We already know what that is. Okay, let's go into them lot sizes. All right. So what is a micro position? Number 2. Are you there, Sunshine? Testing 1 2 1 2. Scotty, beat me
I'm
up.
gonna say B, but I think it's A. I'm gonna say B. Hold on, let me micro is big. I just had that one the other day.
The other day. What your spirit saying? All right, Sunshine. 5. We'll have to call a friend. 4. You know this answer. 3. Just pick one. 2. You got it. 1. And Clarissa, are you there?
I'm here.
Hey, Clarissa, peace and love.
Hey.
Hey, you think you can help Sunshine out and let us know what number 2 is?
I think it is B.
All right, we're gonna go for B. Can you pick on another person, please? Thank you.
Watch out, people. Hold on. Gabe, can you answer the question?
Answer which question?
Oh, you got number 1.
Number 1. What is a lot size? I remember it's going to be A.
All right, can you pick on somebody else for number 4?
Number 4. Aldo.
Hey, Aldo, peace and greetings.
Good evening, everybody. Number 4. What is a lot size position?
Yeah.
Oh, I believe it's A.
A. All right, y'all remember these. All right, so call on one last person.
Who hasn't gone yet? Let me see. J Boss.
Hey, Bizzle.
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Hey, J Boss, how you doing tonight?
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love, J Boss. Could you finish it up with this with number 3?
Number 3, what is a mini position? Well, I would say a mini position would have to be B.
All right, y'all. Let's remember. Sheesh. Let's remember what we said. We got a 75, y'all. Something went wrong. Do y'all know which one was wrong?
Let's see.
I didn't get them. Oh, I should have been writing it down. Hold on. I think it was that last one. Hold on. We know the lot size. What is a lot size? The number of currency units that you are exchanging within the market. Yeah. What is a micro? And this is what you can do, you guys, if you get stuck. So we should definitely have, I think I have it in my office. I gotta find it, show you guys. I had a cheat sheet. I want to show you guys this though. Oh, hold on. Lot size chart. So if you go here, see, this is the one they got like on Academy. Now you'll be able to see, right? So let's go back to our answers. Number 4, I think Aldo told us was B, a lot position. A lot is really a standard, Aldo, so it would be $10 a pip. $10 a pip for number 4. The mini is the $1 one. So wherever it says lot size, they basically talking about a standard size. So this one right here is B. This one's the $1. And the micro is the 10 cent, you guys. So remember that. This is B. A lot, when they say what is a light size position, they really talk about a standard, which is $10. So if you ever hear somebody say I'm about to throw a standard on, they're talking about putting $10 on there. So when you're doing these tests, make sure that you write it down so you know ones that you are getting wrong. All right. Anybody had any questions? We're gonna do one more test section, and then we can hop into some we're gonna hop into, that's really weird. Oh, I don't remember this. This is a new test. How do you place a trade on the Android? Wow, this is amazing. But how are you supposed to put the answer? How do you place a trade on the Android? That's interesting. I've never seen that question. All right, let's see. I think the test kind of stopped. Let me see. Here we go. All right, let me just pick on this last person. Well, I think I'm gonna be the last person. So what are the 3 types of analysis? I'm gonna go with A. What happened? Where is it at? Oh, here it goes. Okay, so yes, A. The 3 type of analysis, you guys, are technical, fundamental, and sentimental. Could anybody tell me what it means to be a fundamental trader? Anybody know what that means if you're a fundamental trader?
Is that where you're on the news? You're watching the news?
Yes, so you're basing it off of fundamentals, off the news. Amazing. What is a technical trader?
That's when you're looking at the market and market structure and marking up the charts and such.
Yes, market structure, reversal zones, the technical parts of trading. Now, what about the last one, the sentimental trading? What is like a sentimental trader? How does that work?
Great. Then.
Huh?
I'm sorry. Is that where you just go with your gut feeling? You're like so used to the charts and stuff.
Yes, yes, leading off of your intuition. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Yes, Rosa been on her stuff, y'all. She been in this academy. She ain't playing around.
I'm still learning.
Amazing. But you know a lot more than the average, so you definitely got to give yourself some credit for that. So, all right, you guys, now that we kind of test our knowledge to see things, does anybody have a request video? Like, is something still not making sense? The support and resistance, the pip count, the trend lines, the buys versus the sell lots. I mean, is anything still unclear to anyone? Anybody? All right. Well, you know how we do this segment. We watch a couple of the basic videos and then we kind of move on to marking up some charts. This call is normally between an hour and 2 hours. I can tell you guys it's not gonna be 2 hours today. so so if anybody doesn't have anything, they don't have any special request videos, let's just watch a couple of the basics, because remember, even the best basketball or football player, tennis player, piano player, they always, they always perfect their craft by going deeper into what they do by practicing. So we're gonna watch about 2 videos on the support and the resistance. Because this really is the meat and potatoes of the strategy that we use, you guys, is support and resistance. I think trying to see if it loads a little bit, give it a little loading time. But yeah, the support and resistance, you guys, is the meat and the potatoes of trading. Once you know how to do a support and resistance, then it pretty much doesn't matter what strategy you're using, because the basis of that strategy is going to be support and resistance. So let's see how far we got. Let's give it a try.
Welcome back to the IML Academy. In this video, we're going to be covering what is a support, resistance, and trend line, or better known as an SRT. SRTs are another way for traders to be able to start reading price action inside of the market. SRTs create points where the market can potentially react and reverse, giving traders insight to what is going to be happening with the market. Now, before we begin to explain how to draw support, resistance, and trend lines, let's first focus on the psychology. We'll begin with support and resistance. Now, a support is like an acting floor. So we'll get started at this lowest point right here in the market. We're going to highlight this low point and drag out this invisible line. What this is serving as is this is serving as a floor, stating that anytime price comes back to this imaginary line, price may have a reaction and come back up. Now, when price does begin to resume and come back up, price is going to eventually hit what's known as a resistance. A resistance is like an acting ceiling inside of the market. So if you see when price was coming up, price hit this area one time and rejected that area. Price returned to that area a second time and rejected that area. Price came back to it one more time and rejected that area until price officially broke through that resistance, or what's known as a ceiling, and continued to climb and make a higher high inside of the market. And here was the new resistance where price started to react. Now, taking a close look at the market, look at how when the market ran up and created that resistance, it came back down and created basically a new floor. It created a new support inside of the market. Now, I'm going to drag this invisible line out to the future because it's important to understand that these invisible support and resistance lines play as vital roles where traders are going to run into some trouble. Look at the market like a free-flowing river. If the river was flowing and then ran into a rock, it's going to cause the direction of the current to move in another direction. And then if it runs into another rock, it's going to cause the direction to move into another direction. And that's what basically support and resistance is. They are acting floors and acting ceilings inside of the market that's going to cause a reaction to price. So it's important that you understand what support and resistance is, because you'll better understand where to buy and where to sell in the market. Now, let me give you one more example before we move on to trends. Let's take a look at how when price created this resistance and rejected the resistance, it created support and rejected the support before continuing up. What was once resistance, as you see here to the left, if we take a look to the right, then became the new acting support. This invisible line became a new acting support. When price continued up and found a new resistance, it started to come back down and found a new support. Do you see how this support was also this previous resistance? So support and resistance is one and the same thing. They are just invisible lines that you can drag out once they are created by price reacting to these zones, giving us readings to be able to see, again, where to buy and where to sell in the market. This plays key and vital information when it comes to price action trading. Look at how when price came back up to this resistance and we moved this resistance line over, it then became a new support in this area before finally breaking through. Price came back up, and now we're here at a new resistance, which also acts as a future resistance for price. So if we take a quick look, just look at support and resistance like a house, whereas price is coming up and down in an uptrending motion, the support and resistance lines are showing traders the best areas to buy and sell with the market before the market starts to reverse and create these downtrends. Now, let's move on over to trend lines. Trend lines is what carries price in the upwards or downwards trend inside of the market. As we can clearly see, the market is creating this uptrending formation of higher highs and higher lows. Now, traders can begin to connect these data points inside of the market to see that it's carrying price in an uptrend. And as long as the formation is remaining above this uptrending line, then it's safe to say that we are in an uptrend. Now, once price runs into a resistance that it cannot break and it cannot go higher, price will begin to reverse. And as price begins to reverse, we can connect these low points right here in the market, and we can create what's known as a downtrend or downtrending line inside of the market. And as long as price stays below the downtrend here, we're in what's known as a downtrend. And price will continue to do this. Price will react at support and resistance zones while creating uptrends and downtrends inside of the market. So I'll walk you through about 2 more examples, and then we'll get ready to wrap up this video. So as we can clearly see, price is creating higher highs and higher lows, resuming in this uptrend formation above the trend line. And price is creating lower highs and lower lows, staying below this trend line, resuming a downtrend formation, until ultimately price runs into a support it's not able to break, and then price starts a new uptrending formation. And look at how price is coming here, finding support, and continuing an uptrending formation in this market until price is able to finally break the support zone, break the trend line, and then start a new downtrending formation. Now, this concludes our training on support, resistance, and trends, which is better known as SRTs. We would like you guys to continue to learn how to identify support, resistance, and trend lines inside of the market with your naked eye, as that will help with your price action trading and your analysis in the near future. We hope you found this training valuable, and we'll see you on the next training.
All right, you guys. So let me charge my computer. So support and resistance for me was just like one of those things where I was like, what are they talking about? Like, what? But it really is just that simple. So if it's something that's still confusing for you, I encourage you to continue to watch this video a couple times, and also not just only watch it, but apply it. Like, mark these charts up, you guys. Mark these charts up. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do the price trap, but we're also going to backtrack and fill in the support and the the resistance lines from the past. So we're going to watch one more video on support and resistance, and then we'll look at pullbacks, and then we'll get to just marking some charts up. And then I'm gonna have you guys come up, take control of the screen, and let's see you mark it up so we can make sure that you're doing it effectively. I'm about to let it load for a quick sec. All right. Might be good to go. Let's see.
Welcome back to the IML Academy. In this video, we're going to discuss how to draw support, resistance.
Right back. Don't act like that today.
Welcome back to the IML Academy. In this video, we're going to discuss how to draw support, resistance, and trend lines inside of the market to help you become a better trader. Now, support, resistance, and trend lines, also known as SRT, play a vital factor when dealing with price action trading. So it's important that you not only know what it is, but also how to draw them up and the rules of engagement. Let's begin with looking at this sideways market right here on the screen. We're going to start with what's known as support and resistance. As we already know, support would be considered the floor inside of the market. and the resistance would be considered the ceiling inside of the market. Now, before we move over to trend lines, let's talk about what faculties actually compose the support and resistance inside of the market. As we know, when it comes to price action, the market is all about creating data points such as the swing lows and the swing highs in the market. And as we begin to connect these data points, we're able to create our technical analysis through price action. So let's take a look at the very, very basic support and resistance element, which is a key factor to helping all traders know when to buy and when to sell. In order for a support to get established, there needs to be at least 2 points of price rejection at a certain area. As an example, let's take a look at this black line. We can see that price clearly came to this black line the first time and had a rejection and bounced off of the black line. Now, when the price came back and returned to this price level, this invisible black line here, price rejected one more time. These 2 rejections at the same price level goes ahead to establish what's known as a support line in the market. This allows us to know as a trader in the future, when the market returns to the same price level, there is a much higher probability that the price is going to react at this specific area because it's now considered a support inside of the market. The same is as true when it comes to a resistance line. If we see here, we see that the price was in a clear downtrend and pulled back to this specific price area where the price then rejected. Price went ahead and pushed its way down to support. Now, as price returned back up to this same price area, as you can see, this black line, price rejected once more off of this black line to go ahead and establish our resistance. So that way, when price returns to this area of resistance, we know that there's a greater probability for price to react at this point. Now, if we can establish a support and a resistance with 2 points of rejection, the same is as true when it comes to a trend. Now, trends can be big and trends can be small. So let's take a look at some examples. We'll use this initial reaction inside of the market. As we can see here, the market did push up and there was some quick reaction at this zone. Price continued its uptrending motion and reacted at this specific zone. Now, as price continued to pull up and did a bigger pullback right here, price was also reacting at this particular zone. Let's come over here and begin to draw our trend lines to see how we're able to mark up the trend inside of the market. We're going to go ahead and connect the wicks and the bodies of these candlesticks, and we're going to look to connect these green data points inside of the market. Now, as you can see here, this first point and this second point was the biggest areas of the reaction of the trend, going to establish what's known as a trend line in the market. The third hit on the trend gave us a nice small reaction, a nice small push up, and then price proceeded to break through. So as you see, not only was there a trend here, but there was also a trend getting formed right over here. We have 1, 2 points of reaction, and then a third area right here. See that wick? A third reaction point inside of the market. And then during the fourth interaction with the trend finally broke. So let me give you guys some tips and tricks using support and resistance before moving on. It takes 2 points to establish a support, resistance, or trend. However, the third point, when the market comes back to the support, resistance, or trend line, the third point tends to be one of the best areas to expect a reaction point in the market. Meaning, if we're going to buy at a support when the market is low, we wouldn't wait for the market to come here. We wouldn't wait for the market to come here. We would wait for the market to come back to a big support such as this. And because this is the third hit on the support line, we can expect a bigger reaction up in the market. And that's exactly what we got. we got a 1, 2, 3 push right back up to the high. And as we can see, this was the third major interaction with the resistance, which caused a bigger reaction coming down. And again, by connecting our data points, we're able to establish a downtrend following the series of lower lows and lower highs. You can draw a support, resistance, and trend on any time frame, on any area of the market, whether it's in a small area or you're zooming out and you're looking for a massive area inside of the market. Support, resistance, and trend lines always hold. So get good at identifying and drawing support, resistance, and trend lines, and you guys in no time and will be able to become a profitable professional.
All right, you guys. All right. He went down, he broke it down, you guys. Like, and then as he was saying at the end of the video, like, you gotta continue to practice this. So what we're gonna do before we go and mark up some support and resistance and some trend lines, did anybody have any questions from that video before we watch our last video? That made sense to everyone? All right, you guys. Let it load up. Let me mark some charts. And we'll probably be ending this call around 9:15, 9:20, you guys. So just hang tight. And I know we have Riaz call tonight too, so give you a nice little 40-minute break to do what you got to do before you hop on the Monday mindset call with Riyadh. It's a call that's he opened up for everybody on Trade Nation. It's a chairman's call.
Welcome back to the IML Academy. In this video, welcome back to the IML Academy. In this video, we're going to discuss what is a pullback. Now, to better understand what a pullback is, we have to remind ourselves which directions does the market move. We know that the market goes in an upward direction, the market goes in a downward direction, and then the market also goes in a sideways direction. So to understand what a pullback is, let's do an example of what an uptrend is. As we know, when the market makes an uptrend, the market goes up, the market comes down, the market goes up, the market comes down, and the market goes back up, creating this uptrending formation of higher highs and higher lows inside of the market. So when making an uptrend, using price action, we can understand that as long as price is above this uptrending line, the overall direction of the market is up. However, there are going to be points where the market is going to have to come back down because the market cannot go up forever. So at these specific points, when the market pulls back to the trend line, this is what's known as a pullback. So as we see here, the market is pulling back to the trend. As we see here, the market is pulling back to the trend before creating and resuming that upwards position. Let's take a look at the live market and identify some pullbacks inside of the market. We'll begin right over here. By simply connecting our data points, we can see that the market is in an uptrending motion. However, these specific points, when price finds a resistance, price begins to pull back to the trend before resuming up. It finds a new resistance and then pulls back to the trend before resuming up. Then it finds a new resistance before pulling back to the trend and resuming upwards. These key areas is what's known as a pullback inside of the market. Getting good at being able to identify pullbacks will help you as a trader really read and understand the direction the market wants to go. Is the market in a pullback, or is the market resuming the upwards direction? Now, as you can see, the market can make several pullbacks. So in this upwards trend, these are the pullbacks to the trend. In this downwards trend here, these are the pullbacks to the downtrend. Now, if we look at this massive trend, if we look at a trend on a bigger level here, this entire area would be considered a pullback to this big trend line here before resuming in this upwards direction. Now, as the trend continues to resume in an upwards direction, look at how the market is pulling back to the trend line here. And you can clearly see I'm using price action to connect my data points in the market to give me a good reading to say the market is going to resume up. From here, the market broke that uptrend and is going to resume up inside of the market. So as you see, ladies and gentlemen, pullbacks are very, very key points to be able to identify good opportunities inside of the market. Now that we understand what a pullback is, let me show you guys some real life ways to utilize pullbacks inside of the market. I'm going to come here and draw support, resistance inside of this market here. Now, as we see here for the support resistances, we're going to connect these things with a trend line inside of the market. And what we're going to look for is we're going to look for the pullback to come right back down to this brand new support and resistance while creating that trend and resuming the market up. So as you can see, when the market pulls back down to the trend line and finds new support, these are the optimal areas to be able to begin to buy inside of the market. With that being said, we hope you found this training on pullbacks insightful and enlightening inside of the market, and we hope it brought you more clarity. Continue to train.
Amazing, amazing. So actually a little quick homework. And remember, this homework is for yourself, you guys. Like, for you to better you. Shout out to TJ from day one, you guys. Anytime there's any homework, he's always emails me the homework, accountability purposes and for me to check it. So, homework, first off, take the email. The email address that you'll email me the charts to is generation 12 12 12. So it's 12 3 times. So generation 12 12 12. That's where you can send your chart set. But I would do at least 10 charts, because today is Monday. You got all the way to the next Monday to do it. But if you guys see how he has it right here, where he drew the trend line and then he identified the pullbacks within that area. So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to familiarize yourself with A, what a trend line is, and B, knowing what a pullback is. Because here's the thing, you guys, we get out too early when we see a pullback happening with the trade we're already in, not even really realizing that we're good. Because if we got in down here and the market rides up and the market pulled back a little bit, it doesn't matter, because remember, we got in way down here. It means the stop loss will be way down there. So when we get in the swing of identifying pullbacks and knowing how they work, it's going to help us be more confident when we're in the trade and we may see it going the opposite direction, we'll be like, oh, okay, well, it's just doing this normal pullback. Because like you said, it needs to build up momentum. Like when it pulls back, it's literally building up momentum. That's what it's doing, you guys. The best example that I like to give is, Sonic the Hedgehog. I know everybody's different age brackets, but for all of my people that was there with me playing Sonic the Hedgehog, he would start running in that little circle thingy. He would run in there first really, 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 really fast, and then he would shoot out fast afterwards, right? So that's how I see the chart. It's getting that momentum before it shoots out, you guys. So did anybody have any questions as far as pullbacks go?
This Sunshine, I got a question. Millionaire maker. So when you're doing those are on like the 4-hour charts, not the 15 or the hour, right?
You can identify a trend line on any time frame. So this is a 15-minute. This is the 15-minute chart. I can identify a trend line. Here goes an hour chart.
Wait. What I'm saying is the long length. You know that, like, I be seeing people bring over there and say they had 100, 100 pips. So those be like on the 4 hours and the 3 hours. 4 hours and stuff, because I don't be seeing no 100 pips on like 15. I don't personally.
Depends on what pair you're looking at. It depends on the pair. But yeah, you can get 100 pips in 15 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, it just all depends on how volatile the market is. So, for example, this is a 15-minute chart. I would have gotten this trade, and I would have got out. That's 1,817 pips on a 15-minute chart with an exotic pair. So it's there.
What's that pair again?
This is Euro Zanzibar. The African dollar. All right, family. Well, so homework was to identify trend lines in the pullbacks, and then also the support and resistance areas. So you could do 10 charts with just showing trend lines and the pullback, like how he has it here. And then you could do another 10, because there's so many currency pairs. You definitely can find 10, or you could use the same 10, but you want to be able to go back in and identify the support and the resistance areas, which we're about to do right now. So you can get a an idea of how the markup should be. So let me close out of here. All right. So we got that. Like I said, if you need to, definitely print this out or write it down into your notes so you'll know the lot sizes. Okay. So let's mark up. Which chart should we mark up, y'all? Which pair? Anybody got a pair?
Can we do the USD
and
JPY?
Okay, I heard USD JPY first. Okay. JPY pair. All right. All right. So let's start with this one. And this is just for practice. And who called this pair out?
I did, but I'm looking at this from my cell phone, so I know I'm not gonna be able to mark it up right.
You know I was coming for you. Well, the good thing is practice makes perfect on the cell phone.
True.
You got Trading View on your cell phone or you use Metric?
No, I have Trader View on my cell phone.
Yeah, so next Monday I challenge you to practice up. And yeah, next Monday let's see it. Because all it is the same thing. You just gotta train your fingers, you know, to slide it over and all of that.
Okay.
But let's see what we got cracking. So we know when we're creating our ceiling at our floor, we know that market is currently here. So I kind of want to go back and I want to see where has the market resisted at a lot before. So I might just go ahead and put it up here. I'll place it here. And then I'm going to actually go on a 4-hour chart to get a clear view of what I'm doing to make sure that's a good area. Okay, so I'm going to put it actually up there. Get my rectangle. Doesn't matter what color you do. If you want to, train your brain to be like, let me make this green because it's a buy. Do whatever you got to do. And then place it here. Right? Put that there. Right. Oh, you guys, shout out to TJ, y'all. He's going to London. He got his ticket. He got his plane ticket. He got his place to stay. This is going to be his first event. Hey, TJ, is this your first time out of the country? See if he's still on here. TJ, you here? Terrence or TJ, you there? He might be doing something, but yeah, definitely shout out to TJ, you guys. He just broke the news to me. He was like, "Look, I'm going." So I'm super excited about that, really, like, because I just know how it levels you up, and that's a boss move. So anywho, this is how I will mark it up. Let me just go to the 4-hour just to see how my bottom is. Ain't nobody got time to be scratching it all the way across. All right. And the other thing I'm doing right here is I'm being lazy. I don't want to drag. As you can see, the square box is getting longer. Oh yeah, so this is a good spot. Yep, I feel really good about this. So anywho, now once you make, because to our strategy, all we need is a ceiling and a floor, right? Now what Christopher Derrick does, and it may seem a little confusing only because it's new, but what it really does is it does help you identify. The more you can identify these zones, the easier it's gonna come for you when it's time to mark them up. So after I do this, I normally just take and I backtrack. So I go again and I find all the other areas. Right, and I'm gonna break it down once I'm done. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Okay. Amazing. So we know we can backtrack this stuff, right? So let's just say we had in the future. Let's look at this uptrend. Now I drew these lines in the present, but look what it do for the past. So in the past, let's imagine. Ooh, this is just pretty. Ooh, look at how it's falling. Okay, cool. I'll start right here. So we had the ceiling, and then we had the floor. All right, let me draw the boxes in real quick. The strategy is so simple, we can miss it. Look at this. So I'm going to teach from this point. Let me draw an arrow. We're teaching from this point. Purple is that. Right where my arrow is. So you had your ceiling and you had the floor. The market broke beneath the floor. It broke beneath the floor, came up, didn't quite retest. It did, but it didn't retest back to the previous line, but it's still a retest, right? And then we continue to trade. So you could have got your pips. Let me see how many pips that would have been. That's past 30 pips. That's like 42 pips. Now you got your new ceiling, because this is non and void anymore. Like now we're here, right? So now you got your new ceiling and your new floor. And the market's moving, and the market's moving. It broke beneath the floor. Look at this. Ceiling, floor. It broke. It retest. You could have gotten in right there on that red candle. Rolled it down. 30 pips is right there where you see 30. Right? So then you got your new ceiling in your floor. What did it do? It broke the floor. It pulled back up for the retest. It retests right here. Look at this. Right there where that wick was, a retest. So even if you would have got in right here, it would have pulled back about 19 pips, but it wouldn't have hit your stop loss. You would have got right here on this red candle because you would have been like, oh, it's red, let me get in, right? But some of you guys would have pulled out because you see it going up, but it still had 19 pips in it before it finally did what? Turn around and drop about 45 pips, right? Even if you would have got in right here. Get what I'm saying? So now you got your ceiling, you got your floor. And what did the market do? It broke through. It retest. I should retest right here. It would have went up 25 pips before finally going down 73 pips. Now let's look at it from this angle. Now it's an uptrend. We got our floor, we got our ceiling. What did the market do? It broke. You can count this right here. It's the way I put my lines, but you can count this, break it through, retesting, trading to the upside. Right now we got our new floor and our new ceiling, because all it's doing is switching places. A floor and a ceiling is the same thing, right? So now you got your floor, now you got your ceiling. What the price do? It broke above our ceiling. It retests back to the area it broke out of, and then it continued to go up. We would have caught our bag. Now guess what? You got your new floor, you got your new ceiling. What did it do? It broke above the ceiling. It broke above. It retest. Could have got in right here. Got your bag, right? Now we're coming on down to present day. We got our ceiling, we got our floor, right? It's playing around. Finally broke above. Retest right here with the green candle. Trade it back down for the sale, right? Now we got our ceiling and our new floor. So, I mean, I could go on and on and on and on for days, guys. I didn't want to get too deep, but I always want you guys to see, like, you got to go back and back test it because it's like magic. Like, look at this. Like, it's so beautiful. Like, I drew these lines in the present and it's reflecting the past. So that's why Christopher Derrick puts all of those lines on there kind of as a back test and practice. And once you do it, you could delete them off of your thing if it makes you confused. You get what I'm saying? But look at this, floor, ceiling, broke above, retest. Look at that. Look at that beauty. I mean, sheesh. Just in that one block, you could have ate all of that.
Can I ask you something? This
Sure.
sunshine again.
Sure.
Okay, this would be going on with me, and I don't know if it's just me or what. But okay, say for instance, you all the way down where that green is at, right?
Where?
That long green at all the way at the bottom,
Right here?
and then yes, and then it's coming on up, and then it hit this red, and it go down. It like takes all my money away, and it starts all over again. Is that doing that for everybody, or is it just me? It's like it don't keep it going. It stops, and it stops. It goes down, and then it starts all over again. So it's like I'm not getting that whole long piece. So this is why I like changed things up and did it my way, because it keep doing that to me.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Does anybody know what she's talking about? Have they experienced that? What I would say is mark the chart up and give me a visual. Give me a visual of it. So if you see it happen again, take a screenshot or something like that and show me like that so that I can fully understand where you're coming from. All right. Is this starting to make a little bit more sense to you guys? The importance in going back and back testing. I mean, just look at it. Ceiling, floor. I mean, floor, ceiling. I mean, this was the floor, this was the ceiling, my bad. It broke through. It came back and retest right here. The same area it broke through, right over here. Came up, it broke through and retest. You could have got in right there on that green candle. Hold it up. So what do you think is going to happen if this thing breaks below, right? We can use these same lines to watch it do the same thing. It's doing the same thing. It's getting stuck in the same spots going down, and it's going up doing the same thing. That's why you gotta mark these charts up and look at it and see it. Look, same thing in these areas. We can go back and back, same thing. Break, retest, trade. Break, retest, trade. Break, retest, trade. All right, you guys, anybody want to come on here and give it a try and mark up the charts? We do a different pair. Let me erase some of this and put it in the group. Don't everybody jump at once now. There is a brave soul out there. Sheesh. You can share the screen on your phone, J-Boss. Remember, we make money from my cell phone, you guys. You got to know how to mark up the charts on the cell phone and the computer. Success is about failing a couple times before you get it right.
All right, Coach, I can go ahead and try to share my screen.
All right, let me go ahead and put this in a group real quick. I mean, at the end of the day, it's for you to get better. Actually, I'm gonna put this in the signal group. All right, I stopped sharing J-Boss. You there, J-Boss?
Yeah, I'm here, Coach. I'm having problems with my phone right now. It's glitching on me. It's going in and out. Let me see if I can do this one more time.
Hello? Hello?
Let's start over here. Hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, let me try this one more time. Screen.
Hold on.
Zoom.
All right, do it again.
Okay. All right, can you hear me, y'all?
We can hear you. We can see you.
All righty. So this is one I have already marked up. So I go ahead and just clear it up or get another one.
Another one.
Okay. I think I marked these already up. Okay. Oh, mark that one up too.
You don't be playing. I got one for you. Do GBP ZAR.
G. Okay, GBR. Looking back. See what the price currently is. No, trend lines. right there. And right there. Create my box. Okay. So the top, go for say I make it green. And then I do my next set. And I'm looking and see I could go there, but I see a big move here, so I think I will prefer here. And then, oops, wrong one. Line here. There. Create my box. So it says turn it down, I make it red. And lines in the test to the back as well to the front. And I go there, and then I go back and back test. I see it has been a ceiling before the pass. Let's see, it has been a floor. Or I see where it did come up. Test, came back down, broke through, hit the ceiling, retest, broke through. So I see those are good, strong areas. From what I can see, I can go back some more tests. I see it has did it again. But price got consolidated in the area still, came back, tested. So that's how we look.
Amazing. Amazing. I like it, J Boss. Thank you so much for stepping up
No problem, coach.
for
Anytime.
yourself. For yourself. And yeah, it looks amazing. Definitely keep up the amazing work. Thank you for always dropping the trade ideas and signals in the group. We greatly appreciate you. Yeah, let's just keep running it.
All right, appreciate you, coach. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
All right. All right, you guys. Well, I feel like we already have a lot of setups in the I'm actually gonna put another one in the signal group. We have enough setups to watch for tonight. We don't want to overwhelm ourselves with so many. It's always good to practice and mark them up, but I'm not gonna put everyone in here because I don't want it to be too much. So I say, pick one. You make money off one. Go back in there, see if you see another one that's not activated. There's no way that you can't make money because there's people literally throwing the signals everywhere so that we all can eat and make money from this market, you guys. So it was a pleasure speaking with you guys tonight. Tomorrow, don't forget, we got the NYC trading session with Ma. So definitely, I'm gonna be super excited. Hopefully, some of these trades that we're looking at tonight will bust tomorrow. Definitely set your call levels so you get an alert you know what's cracking. Like I said, that gold trade. Let's just go back and look at it real quick. Let's do one more final. Hold on, because I know you guys can't see my screen. Or can you see my screen? No, you can't. Okay. All right. So let me just go back real quick. Okay, so it kind of low key broke and retest. It's going back up. I would really keep my eye on gold. Be expecting for it to break above, and then you got that strong cross right there, still giving us, you know, the upward, still riding the trend too. So I'm not sure if this one's in a group, but I'll definitely go ahead and drop this one in the group. And yeah, y'all, let's wake up in the money tonight. If you haven't, just hop on harmonic scanner, get used to placing trades, and just take 10 trades from the harmonic scanner. I'll catch you guys at 8 a.m. manana. Peace and love.
Peace and love, Coach.
Peace.